and that and because of she got help from J.K. Rowling dealing with her eating disorder. She decided to pay it back by getting to work with J.K. Rowling, the lady who helped her. So, and but then not just that, but Evanna Lynch, she understands that what the mind sets of why transgender people may think this way, that we have a right to also be able to use these spaces. But she had she politely said that I'd rather stay out of this, and that transgender people they better find their own spaces. And remember, there are like unisex washrooms that do exist. But unfortunately, as we have heard, Great Britain has this law that if you accidentally misgender somebody, you can go into jail for that, which is just utterly stupid. You don't hear other countries who support LGBT Q rights making these laws saying that if you misgender this person, you go to jail. You don't hear Thailand saying that. But what the because of Daniel, Emma, and Rupert, them hearing all this, and in case if they ever want to apologize, J.K. Rowling has put her foot down and said, "I refuse to accept any apologies that they will ever give," because first, J.K. Rowling made Daniel, Emma, and Rupert famous. Like, otherwise, Daniel Radcliffe couldn't do some wacky movie roles or Emma doing Perks of a Wallflower, or and Disney's live action Beauty and the Beast, which was actually also featuring Emma Roberts. If you didn't pay attention. And Rupert Grint knock at the cabin alongside Kieran Culkin. And also featuring in Ed Sheeran's Lego House music video. So J.K. Rowling has said that celebrities who stood by trans rights are human rights, which was said by pro trans people, not regular trans people, because regular trans people, they just are one of those people who are like, hey, nice, nice to see ya. And even though they may have done gender transitioning and they may have changed their looks, but they still treat you the same way, and respect is earned, not forced to be given. Which does make sense. And then there has been also like last year there was a British trans woman, pro trans woman, threatening to or get J.K. Rowling arrested for not accepting their ideology and going by their way. Well, human rights, they're, they are human rights. Women's rights are human rights. Man's rights are human rights. If you want your rights, then you can have them, but you cannot take away from other people. Because like the numerous number of reports of like getting stalked, sexual assault, rape, in women's spaces, and also in sports, girls and women, they are losing their opportunity to become who they wanted to be. Like they wanted to be up there in the sports, but suddenly a man who was just tossed with his testosterone, which you can't change, you cannot change that if you do gender transitioning. You still have that, but biological woman versus a trans woman. One has testosterone, one has estrogen. Of course, it's going to be like 75, 25, or even lower than that. Right Against will have to like work very hard to get where she was at, and people don't care about that. And there are people who are LGBTQ, two-spirited, non-binary, who are big fans of J.K. Rowling's works. They read her books, they watched the Harry Potter movies, and they've also read J.K. Rowling's other books. She has wrote some other great books, waiting to read them. Those fans, whether you're straight or LGBTQ, two spirited, NB, Just waiting for Dan and Emma to give you a very public apology, safe in the knowledge that you will forgive them. But she said no. Not safe, I'm afraid. Celebs who co-signed will lead up to a movement intent on enrolling women's hard-won rights who use their platforms to cheer on the transitioning of minors can save their apologies for traumatized detransitioners and vulnerable women reliant on single-sex spaces. Because there has been news reports where in schools and colleges on the women's team, if there's just one trans woman, trans female on that sports team, all the girls have to literally use single space washrooms instead of having their own rights, and that trans woman should actually be where that fella needs to be. And the fact that Emma Watson is saying trans people are who they say they are and deserve to live their lives. Oh, really? If J.K. Rowling didn't and Chris Columbus didn't give you the okay, yeah, you wouldn't be on Perks of a Wallflower or Beauty and the Beast. Because, yeah, Emma Watson, she was perfect for Belle. Yeah, she fit the description of a beautiful young girl who young woman who ends up in the Beast's house and palace and then they have their disagreements, and then and Bella was positive enough to see through the Beast. Not what you look on your outside, but how you are on the inside. And there was an assignment. J.K. Rowling, Chris Columbus, and team who made the movie, that they did throw one at the actors and actresses, Daniel, Emma, and Rupert. Daniel made a one pager. Emma wrote a complete essay, 4 pager, and Rupert Grint, just like his character, oh, that was homework. So J.K. Rowling is still fighting back for women's rights, and if actually Daniel, Emma, and Rupert actually want to say something back, sorry, door's closed.